Hi everyone, this is Mr. Jeff back with you at the Washington County Free Library, hoping that you are ready to celebrate the 4th of July. I know that I am. The 4th of July is our nation's holiday that celebrates the birth of America. And if you look behind me, Sneaks here, let me borrow the flag, is holding the American flag. Now if I pull the flag out like this, you can see that there are stripes and stars. There are 13 stripes, and those represent the original 13 colonies when America was first founded. And then the stars, there are 50 of them, they represent the states of the Union. So there's one state and one star for every state on the flag. So the United States flag represents our country. Let me put that back with Sneaks. He's ready to celebrate the 4th of July. And I have a story I want to read to you. It's called Lady Liberty's Holiday. This is all about the Statue of Liberty going on a holiday. Now, I brought a picture I want to share with you today. This is a picture of the Statue of Liberty. It's a very large statue that stands in New York Harbor. And it's green because it's all made of copper. It was given to the United States by the nation of France, and it celebrates the freedom that we all enjoy here in America. Now, the book I'm going to share with you, Lady Liberty's Holiday, is all about the Statue of Liberty and how she got tired of standing in New York Harbor, and one day she decided to take a vacation. So let's see what happens with Lady Liberty's Holiday. Lady Liberty's Holiday by Jen Arena, illustrated by Matt Hunt, brought to us by Alfred A. Knopf from New York. Oh, look, there's Lady Liberty. She's standing in New York Harbor. Not long before the 4th of July, Lady Liberty woke up feeling a little blue, despite being green. Year after year, she stood by New York Harbor, a torch in one hand and a tablet in the other, because the torch represents freedom. Mo, every day feels the same, Liberty said. I see the same skyscrapers, the same city. My neck is stiff. My arms are aching. I've had a cramp in my leg for a decade at least. Mo the pigeon is over here. Mo puffed out his pigeon chest. Lady, you need a getaway, he said. Go and see the country. Shake the rust off and... Hey, I don't have any rust, Lady Liberty said. Mo went on. Give yourself a holiday. Mo's words echoed in Lady Liberty's head. She had seen only one little corner of America. What was the rest of America like? That night she lowered her torch, she put down her tablet, she pried her sandals from the stone, and then the Statue of Liberty snuck away. Now we're going to see some pretty famous sights in this book that Lady Liberty goes to visit. Let's see if you recognize any of them. First, she left footprints on the Jersey shore, and she built the biggest sandcastle Cape Cod had ever seen. And she washed the sand off at Niagara Falls. Have you ever heard of Niagara Falls? The great big waterfall on the border of the United States and Canada. Then Lady Liberty headed west. Oh, look there. She watched the Mississippi River from the top of the St. Louis Arch. And in Kansas, wheat fields tickled her feet. Look, she's sending postcards back to Mo the pigeon. She even did some sightseeing in South Dakota. Do you know what that landmark is? Well, that's Mount Rushmore. That's where 4 presidents are carved into the rock. So she did some sightseeing in South Dakota. She hiked across the Rocky Mountains. I guess that would be easier for her since she's so large. And afterward, the California sunshine made her so sleepy, she napped on the Golden Gate Bridge. That's in San Francisco. Back in New York, though, Mo the pigeon was starting to get worried. The 4th of July was 3 days away, But without Lady Liberty, people weren't in a holiday mood. Tourists were gloomy, even the stock market was down, and the mayor was talking about canceling the 4th of July. What if Liberty doesn't come back in time? Mo said. What if she's gone for good? He had to find her. Well, that would be bad to cancel the 4th of July. We can't have that. It was true. Liberty wasn't thinking about returning. There she is at the Grand Canyon. And for once in her life, Lady Liberty felt very small. Can you see her in that picture? She's right there. And if you ever go to the Grand Canyon, you'll realize that, that even the Statue of Liberty is tiny compared to the size and depth of the Grand Canyon. She trekked through a hot, dry desert and slurped water from a Yellowstone Park geyser. It tasted awful. The waters of those geysers have sulfur in them, I think, so it would taste pretty bad. Deep in the heart of Texas, she napped under the big bright stars with cattle all around her. She danced to music near New Orleans, and she used the Florida Keys as stepping stones. The Keys are little islands off the coast of Florida, so she used them to walk across. And she waded through the southern swamps. Lady Liberty was shaking an alligator off her big toe when she heard the familiar flap of pigeon wings. It was Mo. He'd come after her. He perched on her shoulder. "Lady, I've been looking all over for you," he said. "You have?" Lady Liberty asked. "How are things in New York?" "Oh, they're not so good," said Mo. "They're canceling the 4th of July." Liberty bolted up as if she'd been struck by lightning. "Canceling the 4th of July? They can't do that." Mo nodded. "Nobody feels like celebrating the 4th of July without you." "But the 4th of July isn't about me, it's about America," Liberty cried. "I've seen this country, the purple mountains, the shining seas, the bridges and buildings. Everyone should know how amazing it is and celebrate it." Mo fluffed his feathers. "Come back to New York," he said. "The mayor might change his mind." He didn't get to finish. Lady Liberty was already running north. At dawn, the sun shone on the copper dress of Lady Liberty in New York Harbor. So there she is, back where she belongs, where she had stood for over 100 years. And that night, fireworks lit up the sky, and people waved flags and sang songs and shouted, "Happy 4th of July!" celebrating the birth of America once again. And Liberty was blue no longer. "It was good to get away," she told Mo, "but it's great to be home again." And that's the end of that story. And if you come to the library to check this book out, at the back of the book it talks all about the real Statue of Liberty and how it came to be, and some of the secrets that are behind the Statue of Liberty. So that's the end of that story, Lady Liberty's Holiday, written by Jen Arena, illustrated by Matt Hunt. I like that book. Well, let's see. I want to share a story with you. I'm going to draw a story, so I'm going to pull my little draw story board over here. See if we can draw a 4th of July type of story. I'll get my pens out here. Let's see. Happy birthday, USA. I will bake a cake today. I'm going to bake a cake. Let me see if I can draw a cake. Here's my cake. Happy birthday, USA. I will bake a cake today. I will put it on a special plate so that we can celebrate. This plate will have a pedestal. Let's put a pedestal here. This plate will have a pedestal that's shaped just like the Liberty Bell. Let's make a Liberty Bell shape. See if I can make a bell shape here. Sort of like a pear. But a bell is kind of shaped like a pear. with bunting loops along the rim. Let's put some bunting here. And one big star right here for trim. Let's put a star right on the pedestal. One giant candle here. And quick, let's strike a match and light the wick. Bang go the fireworks into the sky. Boom, 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 boom. Happy birthday. It's the 4th of July. So there's my slightly crooked 4th of July cake with a big thick candle on it. I'm sure that you could draw a story like that and probably do a better job than I did at it, but I enjoy drawing the stories for you. So let me push this lopsided cake out of the way. And another thing people like to do on the 4th of July is they like to have picnics, don't they? So I found a book about a bear and a little boy who wants to go on a picnic. It's called It's the Bear by Jez Alborough. This is a rhyming book. It's the bear. Let's see who's bringing this. Oh, Candlewick's bringing this to us. It's an older book. Oh, let's see. Eddie doesn't want to come and picnic in the woods with Mom. Eddie doesn't want to go into those woods. Look, they're dark. Those woods are dark. He says, I'm scared, he said, about the bear. The great big bear that lives in there. Uh-oh. He's afraid of the bear in the woods. There they go walking. A bear, said Mom. That's silly, dear. We don't get great big bears around here. There's just you and me and your Teddy, Freddie. Now let's all get the picnic ready. So Mom says, you're being silly. There's no bears in these woods. We've got lettuce, tomatoes, cream cheese spread with hard-boiled eggs and crusty brown bread. There's orange juice cookies and some chips and oh my. Uh-oh, Mom said, I forgot to pack the blueberry pie. I'll dash back and get it, she said. Won't be long. But Mom, gasped Freddie. Too late, she had gone. Poor Freddie, he didn't want to be left in the woods by himself, and his mom ran back to the car to get the pie. He sat on a basket, and he tried not to cry. And then, I can smell food, yelled a voice from nearby. It's the bear, cried Eddie. Where can I hide? Then he opened up the basket, and he clambered inside. So poor Eddie's sitting on the basket, and then he heard the bear say, I smell food, and he hid down in the basket. Oh, look at that bear. He's a big one. Out of the tree stepped a big, hungry bear. He was licking his lips. He was sniffing the air. A teddy bear's picnic, he bellowed, hooray! Help, whispered Eddie, he's coming this way. Uh-oh, Eddie's down in the basket there. The bear sees the picnic. Let's see what happens. He cuddled his teddy, he huddled and hid. Then a great big bear bottom sat down on the lid. Look, the bear sat right on top of the basket where Eddie was hiding. The bear munched, and the bear crunched, and he chomped and he chewed, and greedily gobbled up all of that food. Doesn't look like that's too much for that bear, but he ate it all. Now, what's for dessert, said the bear. Let me see. Oh, please, whispered Eddie. Don't let it be me. Don't let him see me. Don't let him come. Oh, the bear opened up the basket, and there's Eddie. Help! Shouted Eddie. Look, the bear even dropped his teddy bear. He was so surprised. I want my mom. It almost looks like that bear is as afraid of Eddie as he is of the bear. Eddie, I'm coming, called Mom. Are you hurt? It's the bear, cried Eddie. He thinks I'm dessert. A bear, said Mom. I told you, my dear. Your Freddie's the only bear around here. So Mom doesn't even see that bear. Look, she's too worried about carrying her pie back to the picnic. No, he's not, screamed Eddie. Behind you. He's there. Don't be silly, said Mom. There can't be. There just can't be. There isn't. And look, then Mom looks around. She says, a bear! And with that look, she threw the pie way up in the air. She was so surprised and frightened. Look, the bear's smiling. I told you, cried Eddie. Run, shouted Mom. A blueberry pie, said the bear. I love it. So there they go. Mom and Eddie are running off, and the bear's got the pie. Yum, yum, he says. I love it, yum, yum. That's the end of that story about Eddie and his mom having a picnic, like a lot of us do on the 4th of July. Put that down. I want to share one more book with you. This is called Baby Dance the Polka. Let's take a look. This is a rhyming book. It was nap time on the farm. The animals drifted off to sleep. The barn was filled with yawning cows and pigs and goat and sheep. Inside, Baby closed his eyes. Sleep tight, his mama said. Your pa and I have chores to do. You better stay in bed. But instead, while Papa shaved his whiskers and Mama washed her wig, Baby danced the polka with a polka-dotted, what rhymes with wig? That's an animal. With a polka-dotted pig. Whoa, Papa's whiskers. Whoa, Mama's wig. Go, Baby giggled with the polka-dotted pig. Did you hear what Mama told you? Did you hear what Papa said? It's your nap time, little baby. Now you better stay in bed. But instead, while Papa starched his long johns and Mama stitched her coat, Baby boogie-woogied with a frisky little, what rhymes with coat? That's an animal. That's right, a frisky little goat. Baby boogie-woogied with a frisky little goat. Whoa, Papa's long johns. Whoa, Mama's coat. Go, Baby giggled with a frisky little goat. Did you hear what Mama told you? Did you hear what Papa said? It's your nap time, little baby. Now you better stay in bed. But instead, while Papa hauled the water and Mama fixed the chow, Baby danced the cha-cha with a chocolate-colored, what rhymes with chow? That's a farm animal. Cow. That's right. With a chocolate-colored cow. Whoa, Papa's water. Whoa, Mama's chow. Go, Baby giggled with the chocolate-colored cow. Did you hear what Mama told you? Did you hear what Papa said? It's your nap time, little baby. Now you better stay in bed. But instead, while Papa read the paper and Mama fell asleep, Baby shooby-doobied with a shaggy little sheep. Not again, Mama muttered. I give up, Papa said. This baby's just not sleepy. He will never stay in bed. So instead, get your fiddle, said the Mama, and your dancing shoes, said Pa. We'll have the best old polka fest in all of Arkansas. Look, all the animals, the cat and the pig and the goat and the cow and the sheep, are having the polka fest. They danced until the sun went down. The moon was full and bright. I'm tuckered out, Pa finally said. It's time to say good night. Ma and Pa kissed Baby, then they tucked him into bed with the dreams of polka parties still a-dancin' in his head. He had dreams of polka parties a-dancin' in his head. So that's the end of that story. That is Baby Dance the Polka. That was brought to us by Karen Beaumont. Pictures by Jenny Plakas and published by Dial Books for young readers. Baby Dance the Polka. Well, I want to thank you for coming to join me today and reading some stories that have to do with the holiday, the nation's holiday, the 4th of July. And I hope that you get out this weekend and have a picnic or go for a walk somewhere pretty. Do something special to celebrate the birth of America. And I hope to see you next week. And in the meantime, read plenty of books and come into the library and see what we have to offer. And and be kind to your pets. Bye-bye.